So I got this job that I'm doing sales calls for a company that I think a lot of, and it's a guy that I used to buy a bunch of stuff from. And as you can hear, I'm in Goldsboro today. So I have witnessed so much here, and first of all, I didn't think Goldsboro was that bad. New Bern, Jacksonville, Wilmington, Fayetteville, they've been talked about a whole lot. I hadn't heard a lot about Goldsboro. I try, after all this stuff that we've been listening to lately, I try not to listen to the news too much because the news will make you really sad. But I come to Goldsboro and running some calls, and I run into a couple of issues. I run into an issue where one customer can't get to his building because it's so flooded. I can't get to his building to talk to him, and he ain't there anyway. And I run into a couple of situations where I come up on intersections, I can't get through it. It's sad. It's so sad. I watched this one dude cutting trees off of his vehicle, and there was 4 vehicles in the yard that had trees laid on top of it. And on the flip side of that, I'm coming from Smithfield back up to Goldsboro on Highway 70, and I run into a convoy, state trooper escorted convoy of the amphibious vehicles that the military has. They're all loaded down with cases of water, and they're headed back towards what I would think would be Fayetteville area. And then, I see the Red Cross van from Georgia. I see another convoy of people going, back towards Fayetteville that were from Florida. It looked like maybe they were trying to get back home. But it's amazing that we come together so much in a time like this. And when everything calms down and everything's done as far as the flood goes, it seems like everything you start hearing is, people on people again. And I think the biggest reason I did this video was, first of all, I was touched by what I've seen. And second of all, just to say that we got to love. We got to love. Like, that is it. If you love one another, everything else works out. Like, there's no reason for you to worry, and there's no reason for you to worry about anybody else. If you worry about you and you just love one another, then I think the world would be so much better off. I read this thing before the flood, and it's talking about, and this turns this all into religion, and that's fine. I love Jesus. I want to tell you about it. But I read this thing, and before the flood, it talks about how well we get prepared, how well that we go around grabbing bottles of water, bread, and milk. And Sunday, the rain started hitting at my house on Wednesday. I went to the grocery store Sunday night. The bread shelf was empty, the milk shelf was almost empty, and that was Sunday night. So how much will you prepare if you found out that Jesus was in the ocean, he was on the way back to us, and he was 3 days away? Would you prepare the same way you prepared for that hurricane? That's all I want to tell you. Love each other and prepare every day as if it was the most major hurricane in your life and you were ready to meet the Maker. That's what this is all about. Love one another, people. Take care. Pray for those that need it. Help any way you can. If you can extend a helping hand, if you're in a situation where you didn't get affected and you can extend some help out to someone who needs it, do that. It will mean so much to you. You don't have to worry about the money. Don't have to worry. If you got $50 in your pocket and you spend $40 helping somebody else, I guarantee you'll get $80 back. Just don't pay attention to the money. Don't let the money run your life. Let your heart run your life. Become one, pray about it, and help these people out. Thank you so much. God bless all of you guys for paying it forward and taking care of these people when they're in such bad shape. Real life testimony, because everybody has a story. Peace.